another day out, you know, go already. You understand? So on the road and now, we are going to see the water. The city that is on the water. I was going to say we are going to see the water that is on the city. All my days were up here. Mistaking it. But yeah, man, we are talking about now. That me the one catch a while ago. Eh? Yeah, man, I'm the one catch a while ago, man. The man on the bike, you know, for my trash. Bike badness. I ran put them in a Benin. When you move anything, man, about you carry on bike. You understand? If you broke down on the road and you drive truck and you want to give truck a wrecker, if you move your truck, a bike man them come with as a wrecker and put the truck on the bike back. No ramp with them badness, no normal boy. They skill.
C'est la moto qu'on met sur la moto.
Ils ne voient pas derrière.
Mais est-ce eux-mêmes
sur rue 2650.
Avec les moyens, non?
Non. Ça c'était Maï.
Maï.
C'était ça qui était chez.
Chez?
Prendre à gauche sur rue 2650.
Quartier Jack.
Non. En 2015-2016, c'était une fille qui s'appelait Jenny.
Si mon cerveau décide que c'est pas essentiel.
Elle est tombée
bien
avec
tombé.
ça, oui. Avec cette cargaison. A priori, il n'est pas blessé.
Il est en train de chercher comment il va remettre la cargaison dessus.
Ils sont assez solidaires, les autres là se sont arrêtés.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was Thanksgiving. We just see them. So straight after the airport, he took me there.
What badness?
Continuez tout droit sur RNIE 2.
Le siège me met attaché. More even the seat.
Got the seat? Oh my gosh. No, sir.
Continuez sur RNIE 2. C'est tout sur la droite.
Yeah, man, people trying to. Oh, look at them boat a shot.
Ah non, oh, wow.
Ça porte voir quand tu vois des choses.
That them are going hard.
Arrived in Porto Novo.
Il n'y a plus la statue là, c'est bon, je te
Porto
remonte
Novo,
le
we
domaine.
have arrived.
Ils ont enlevé la statue. C'est dans tout ce que je t'explique. Parmi ces 4 maisons que tu vois là, c'est quelque part vers là.
Parmi les gars, donc.
Euh,
Maria de Topa.
Oui, Maria de Topa, c'est ça en fait. Topa, c'est.
Big building and then it didn't fully done and then
I
it
think
started.
it fell.
It fell? Wow.
I don't know. Comment ce bâtiment là, tu crois qu'ils vont commencer à construire
Wow.
pour c'est tombé?
Je sais pas. Et comme il y a la route qui doit passer, peut-être que le gouvernement a réquisitionné.
Oh,
Peut-être.
maybe they started building and then there's a road
Le
that needs to
rond-point.
pass
Alors,
through
il y a
here.
le rond-point de
Oh.
Donc on
So
va,
maybe the government.
on va pas
Stop
plus
them.
loin. Nous, on va pas plus loin que le rond-point. Peut-être rentrer dans la station.
Wow, yes, it look pretty.
Peut-être rentrer dans la station et puis je vais appeler le gars.
Oui, tu as entendu? Oui, s'il te plaît, des fois que tu veux pas, tu sais pas si
Poverty is not when you do not have money in your pocket to eat daily. but it is our incapacity in Africa to open our eyes, to see the possibilities set around us, to be able to harness resources, to create goods and services that will respond to the needs and also to the desire of African people. If you can do that, Africa will be great again. So after touring those African countries, he came to Benin Republic and he had a discussion with the former government of Benin Republic that gave him 1 hectare of land here. He started with 6 young boys at that time, and they were in crop production and also in fish farming. But in October 1985, the center was inaugurated and he acquired an addition of 9 hectares. Today we are no more on 1 hectare, but we are on 22 hectares of land. 22. We are not only present in Port Novo, but we are also present in the sub-region like in Parakou, in Savali, in Lokosa, in Ikemo. On those sites, we are on like 700 hectares of land. We are also present in Uganda, in Gambia, and also in Nigeria. Right now, we have some initiative with some different African countries like Senegal, Niger, Togo, Mali, and Burkina Faso. So here in Songhai, we are using what we call the integrated farming system, whereby nothing is wasted but everything is transformed. So what you consider as a byproduct in one production unit become a raw material in another production unit through a recycling methods. So with that recycling method now, we are now able to produce more, better, with less, like from waste to wealth. So we are in the big 3 big production: the primary production, the secondary production, and also the tertiary production. When we take, for example, the primary production, we have crop production, animal husbandry, and fish farming. We take now the secondary production. We have a mechanic central where we manufacture the machines. So after manufacturing the machine now, we now add value to the fruits, into juices, into syrups, and also into jam. It's an addition of value to create employment, but also to generate wealth. And then you have the tertiary production, where you have what? Accommodation. You have a commercial center. You have buses for transportation too. So in Africa, most of the time, we export wealth and then we import poverty because we only focus on the primary production. We produce it a lot in Africa, but we don't add value. So he said, if Africa will be great again, we need to produce, we need to transform, and now we need to sell. This is what can make Africa to be great again. So this is what we are doing here in Songhai briefly. I don't know whether you have some questions.
So you guys manufacture the machines?
Yes.
What kind of machines?
For addition value, value addition. Syrup, we will see. It's okay? So let's go. Now for fish. And the fish water now is what we use now for crops and plants. We don't use chemicals. Here is the store where you have what? Juices, syrups, and jams. We don't put preservatives. Everything is pasteurized and fine.
On peut les conserver dans cette condition pendant 12 mois. On ne met pas de conservateur dans
Parce que c'est frais à l'intérieur ici.
For food processing. So here you have a bakery also for bread, biscuits, snacks, cakes. You have in front of you a smoking oven to smoke fish and chicken. And this is where we now produce now the syrups and also the jams and the tomato. So here we are using we have the biogas because we are still using the firewood for our production because what? We have some trainees, we have some students, and they don't have the financial means to get biogas. At least they can get firewood and start their own production.
Where's the biogas?
We'll see the biogas.
Them are the fish pond people.
Okay, so this is pellets. Is the fish feed. So it's made here with the beer waste, brew waste, the byproduct from the handicraft like palm kernel cake, the soya bean cake, the rice bran, everything from different production units. Okay, so this is their main feed.
Is that for fish or for animals?
Yes, for fish.
Wow. Look at that. Hey. Ah.
Big one there. You have catfish, you have carp, and then you have tilapia. Okay, so this is the all the recycled water now. We pour it here. We put animal droppings inside. We fertilize it. It produces algae, and algae are proteinous for the fish, so they feed on it. So we give them these pellets, but apart from that, we also give them the sweet potato leaves for the herbivores like carps and tilapia. And in front of us, we have the water hyacinth, which is an aquatic plant that has the capacity of recycling water. But you can see we put some wood to demarcate the water hyacinth. If not, it will spread all over the eating ponds.
Okay.
And now cause a lack of oxygen for the fish, which is not good. But it's also used as a human biomass because it's also capturing now the carbon in the air. Then we use it now for biogas production. But it's also used as a fertilizer too for soil fertilization. Yeah. So on top of the water, you see we have a machine there which we call the aerator. It's a machine which is used now to aerate the water throughout the night. Daytime, through the sunlight that is penetrating the water, there is more oxygen for the fish. But at night, there's less oxygen because in the water we have what we call the phytoplankton and zooplankton. They are microorganisms from plant origin and also from animal origin that produces oxygen for the fish daytime through photosynthesis. But in the night, they also need to reproduce. So they now share now the oxygen in the water with the fishes. So if the pond is overpopulated, you need now the aerator to be aerating the water throughout the night. So that daybreak, you won't discover any dead fish on top of the water.
Okay, so at this moment, is the pond overpopulated?
Yes, the pond is overpopulated. If you see a pond in which you have the aerator, that means that the pond is overpopulated. We put like 2 to 3 times the population that's supposed to be there, the normal population.
So, at what time do you start to sell them?
The production is 6 months, and by 4 months we start selling.
Oh, yeah. So like now, how much money got passes so far? Because I saw some big one.
Yes, those big ones that you saw are not tilapia, but they are carps. Carps and tilapia are herbivores, but they are not. They are the same species of fish,
but not the same.
Okay, but carps are bigger than tilapia. A carp can weigh like 2 kilograms, 4 kilograms, 5 kilograms. But tilapia is maximum is 900 grams.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was this pond here? Like
no, this is the lowest part of Songhai. So when you see those ones, when it's raining, all the water now comes here. So we now use a machine now to dig everywhere so that we can create an artificial house. It's man
people that want fish, I'm looking for the fish, them nice water, man. Ja. You buy some big one tonight, but big one them are perch. I say, where you go water and fish? Look, people. Jeez, so I want to jump there a little while. From people you don't even want line there, so you just want to come with a bucket and just dry the bucket 2 times and you're good. Hey, check our food. Fish right? So, and them want to say right now the fish pan have about 3 times the amount of fish supposed to in the big old pan, so fish for days.
That's why it's small bass because of the animal bloods. It's okay, but here it's not smelly because the animal blood here are the fries. The fish baby can feed on it because they need protein.
Protein, okay.
It's okay, so that's why it's not smelly good. So also from the abattoir, all everything we recycle from there, like for example, the animal intake time. We recycle it, we boil it, and we give now to the catfish because they are cannibals.
Oh, okay. Catfish are cannibal. Then they are meat.
No, we boil it first. So that and then we just
okay, then boil it.
Yes. So that the reason why we boil it is for them to digest.
Okay, yeah. Very interesting people, very interested. Interesting, not less interested, but interesting. Award in the award. Fish badness. Hey!
Oh, wow.
Hey! Hey!
They're very big.
Yeah, man. Oh, catfish. Oh. They are cannibals. Catfish eat meat.
So here you have these catfish are breeders.
Okay.
So we use them for artificial insemination because catfish they reproduce once in a year.
Okay.
In a natural environment. So to satisfy the demand supply, we now inseminate them. But these ones that are here, you have catfish of 4 kilograms,
Jeez.
8 kilograms, 10 kilograms.
Bigger.
Yeah. Very big ones. So the intestine we recycle from the ponds, from the abattoir,
Yeah.
which we boil, is given to these ones.
Oh.
Yes.
So you said they reproduce.
This one can.
Once a year. So how many? Just one fish or they reproduce?
Yeah, they reproduce a lot. Yeah. But it's not as when you do artificial
Can you see this one?
insemination now, you can get thousands of fish.
At one time.
Yes, one time, and then you can do an additional
So-
injection every 2 weeks or even every day if you have different many ponds.
How do you do artificial insemination?
Yes. Good question.
This is a tall.
Okay, a good question if you ask them or them.
Yes, it's the let's say
so-
the sperm.
Yeah.
Or the sperm or the milk of the milk that we remove, and then we also use some hormone,
Wow.
which
That's like scientific. Jesus
we use
Christ.
some hormone which we inject to the females, and then after a couple of hours, we now extract the eggs.
Oh.
We use now the milk, the sperm of the male, which we use to fertilize it, and then we now incubate now the eggs.
Ah.
So I guess my question would be, you guys will take one fish.
Yes, one
take it to
female
the lab.
fish and one male fish.
No fish.
A 10 hours under 900 degrees Celsius cooking.
Mm.
Then we have this pot. This is a water filter. We pour water inside and then it's now talking into the plastic bag. So here, after making now this pot water filter, we do what? We do experimentation. It must filter 2.5 liters of water in 1 hour. So when it doesn't respect the norms, we break it and then we make new ones.
Oh.
So with the clay, which is burnt, is now creates now the fine hose. Is invisible.
Yeah, you can't
So
really see it.
so that it's only the molecule of water molecules that can pass through it. I'll show you.
How long?
This one, we can use it for 5 years, 10 years.
No, how long does it take to filter one?
1 liter, 2.5 liters in 1 hour.
So that takes an hour, the way it's dropping too.
Yes.
Wow.
That's when you break it.
Yeah, we break it and then we make new ones.
Wow.
So when you break it, what do you do with the break ones?
Yes, we'll make new ones with it. We'll break it until we get
Dust.
the dust. And then we'll mix it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's what you do. You break it down and then you soak it in
Yes.
water.
Ah, see what one of the people, they don't bake them yet. Very interesting. That's where they bake the pots.
Artificial fish. Tilapia, they are natural fish now.
I've heard people say tilapia is not.
Ah,
It's because
different.
the way they grow them in farming. That's why they.
Let's see if the coconut trees are. So that's the integration. We don't put things anyhow. Everything is about integration.
Oh,
In Africa, you can see we have these herbs everywhere.
fever grass.
These are forages. In Africa, most of the time we take the ruminant for grazing outside. It's not good. It's good, but it's not totally good because most of the time they come back with some diseases, some infections.
Oh,
So here they are on sticks. We grow the herbs, we cut it, we give them, we get the droppings from there, we fertilize it back, and for within some days we have forages.
How do you give them to this? You turn it to chicken feed?
This now, we cut it, the forages for the ruminants like cows,
Okay,
sheep, goats, we give them. We get their droppings now, we use now to fertilize back.
back, yeah.
Within
Oh.
some days now, we get now the forages. So we don't need to take them out for grazing. It's okay, so that is what we're doing here.
Okay, that's good.
My own question goes to the people. Where people?
See how high the palm trees are? And you see how dark.
Yes, these palm trees are more than 10 years already.
Ah, more than 10
But
years.
they're not.
When you plant it, 3 years, it depends on the species. 3 years, 4 years, it starts producing.
So this one look like doesn't have a fruit from it.
Never see the white one before. People, it's a good look at and say, oh, look on the turkey there. Look at the turkeys. Dinner. I want to turkey ugly, you know. Vex, me call them ugly, but boy, people, the sun are fell. Jeez, I'm peeing them. I know me a cope. Bumbo, Carl, for the lizard there. Farm. People, I love how them do it, you understand? How them come up with the idea for everything. Them say, boy, instead of give a man a fish, teach them to fish here, man. So them come up with this farm where them can even teach people how to live, farm.
I told you that when he started with 1 hectare, so the 1 hectare he got at that period is what's here. You see, this is the female hostel, and it was a feed mill, and the feed mill that was here at the beginning, but today it turns now to the female hostel.
What you say to me? What's the web workers?
The students, the female student stays.
Oh, okay. So what? Oh, that's the school. That's the class.
This is a training center.
Oh, okay.
You have students, you have trainees that used to come here for training. So when he started here, he was living in this hut. He stayed there for like 10 years in this hut.
An American man.
Yeah, cause people from come here and say, pay the dwarf goat. So them have some proper goat, them are big years goat. Them goat expensive, you know. Big years, no ramp with them. Boy, ugly goat. Fucking hell, I got them there, some other animal. That's them Frenchie.
Oh my days.
Blood Kyle, why not the seed? The seed alone weigh a couple ton.
Here you have sheep, you have goats,
I know sheep them.
this is the and also the lambs there. So they are on wood shaving. So every 1 month we use it now to for fertilization. Here in the middle you have the male. Is when the female here is on heat that we take the male to the female. And for a good reproduction is 1 male for 10 to 15 females. The male will go for 2 weeks. Come back to relax for 1 week and go back for another 2 weeks.
So,
One male or you you put different males?
No, one male for 10 to 15 female is the male that goes for 2 weeks and will also come back for another 2 weeks.
So why do they want to give us one female? Oh? Why they want to give us one? Are we more dominant?
They get mad. It's in the nature.
So here you have the
This
boa.
shit don't complain.
The boa goats from South Africa. The boa goats, for their reproduction, is one male for 25 to 30 females.
In Jamaica we call them biggies. Very expensive.
So here is male farm.
Where is this?
No catfish.
Localité, par exemple, encore dans ces zones comme ceci, ça doit être dans les 500 000. Mais par contre, ici, tu entends 1 million 5. Parce que beaucoup ont voulu acheter. Surtout que il y a beaucoup de visiteurs qui viennent. Beaucoup veulent acheter et puis on commence par acheter.
On fait l'église là-bas, la congrégation.
Non, là c'est église, mais là-bas c'est ce qu'on appelle chez nous un boc.
Ça c'est quoi?
Ça, c'est pour faire à quoi?
Non mais qu'est-ce que c'est un beau? Oui, il y a un moustique qui se promène depuis tout à l'heure.
Oui.
Il y a une quand on rentrait là, on a laissé.
Well, people look like they're literally in a village, although full of concrete or still.
Ma titine! That's how my mom calls the car, titine.
Yeah.
So when you hear her say titine, you know she's crying because of the car.
Right now, people who there in our village, we are going to see Black River.
Adjara, c'est un village, c'est ça?
Non, c'est une ville aussi.
C'est une ville?
C'est une commune.
Donc ici on est dans une ville?
Oui.
Okay, this is not a village, it's a community.
Maintenant, il y a des communes qui sont
a small city.
It's a small city. You come we are going weird down now. Mums tin tin.
Il y a les communes les plus reculées parfois ont des villages.
Okay.
Et les communes qui sont en ville ont des quartiers de ville.
Donc,
Cotonou, les quartiers de Cotonou sont appelés quartiers de ville. Les quartiers d'ici sont appelés villages.
Ok. Donc là où on est en ce moment, c'est un village. Oh, okay, so you were right. So it was saying Adjara itself is a city, but basically in the city you have some areas that are called villages. But like in Cotonou, the same areas would be called like community or schemes or.
Okay, yeah. Because me see the weird people right there, so I city right there, so a village. Me say, but I see a place. You just walk across where I see a village. I say, no, not different.
Joe, ne montre pas les vidéos là, maman.
Jesus, me say, boy, them a road and a road. I don't know what them a people look them. We clever job of them place. Oh, you go go down that car.
Yeah.
Oui.
Sit down for water.
Dans le village.
Jesus Christ, Bruce, you see your show. Oh, wait, whoa, Bruce, whoa. You can go down. Okay, we'll go down. Well, me I tell you. No, people, you look like it's going to jump off and stuck halfway. Jesus, please.
Mama was screaming.
No, it look like it's just a cliff that's going to drop.
Attendez, ici c'est quoi? C'est chez le Baba là-haut?
Ça c'est un temple, une forêt sacrée de la divinité Oro. La divinité Oro, c'est une divinité liée à l'air.
Okay, so this is a secret temple. C'est une forêt, c'est ça?
Oui.
It's a sacred forest for the divinity Oro.
Oh.
So the divinity Oro is linked to the air.
Okay.
So she responds to everything. It's saying divinité mâle ou femelle ou bien on ne
non,
fait pas la...
On ne fait pas la différence.
Ok.
Et c'est la première forêt sacrée de Oro installée dans cette localité.
Okay, so this is the first sacred forest for Oro installed in this city.
Ok.
Alors, pour ces manifestations, ils sont beaucoup plus la nuit.
Ok.
Parce qu'on ne le voit pas. Il se mélange à l'air.
Ok.
Et lorsque il doit sortir en journée, c'est que tout le monde est averti. Parce que les femmes ne sont pas initiées et ne doivent pas.
Non, mais j'ai perdu déjà.
Les femmes.
So the divinity Oro only comes out at night time.
Okay.
Because you can't see the divinity, it mixes with the air. And then so when it comes out during the daytime,
Oui.
qu'est-ce qu'il fait de bruit?
Le truc là,
C'est
qui
ça qui
parle là,
fait le
quand
bruit.
il fait le bruit, t'as pensé que
Oh,
la tête tremble.
the divinity, when it comes during the day,
Ah ouais.
Moi, j'aime pas.
everyone has to be alerted because
Mais c'est une
women
bonne divinité.
are not
Bon, on va dire,
initiated,
il va me mettre
so they can't come out.
Oh.
And only men who are initiated can come out, otherwise it's dangerous.
Wow. On dit
Qu'est-ce
un
qu'il y a?
chicote. Pourquoi moi je parle?
Oui, mais
Wow.
on va te chicoter combien de fois?
So for the initiation, they beat you, but they beat you with like you see like these branches, like the tree branches that are very flexible that
Yeah,
makes
whisk.
the noise like yeah. So they beat you with that because they say that quand on te frappe avec, tu te souviens, c'est ça?
Oui, bon, pas que tu dois te souvenir forcément, mais quand toi-même tu vas vouloir parler un jour, tu te rappelleras de ces
la marque.
marques.
Okay, so basically they do that because then you keep in mind that you initiated, and if one day you want to talk or do something that goes against it, by seeing the marks alone.
Ouais, on a bien les left mark.
Voilà. Par contre, j'ai dit aucune femme n'est initiée et aucune femme n'est autorisée à sortir quand il y a les cérémonies. Mais la veille, c'est les femmes qui se mettent en joie, qui jouent, qui dansent avant que les cérémonies ne démarrent. Et également, au milieu de tous ces hommes, il y a une femme qui, quand ça ne va pas, est consultée pour savoir les dispositions à prendre.
Okay, so even though women are not allowed to participate in the ceremony, because they're not initiated and they don't get initiated, the night before they're the one who do all of the preparation, they do the dancing, the everything. And also during the ceremony there is one woman, and if anything goes wrong or if there's something that goes wrong, they're the one that they come to see. So they come to see the woman to ask and find solution for what goes wrong.
Initiated the man and still depend on them for the most everything.
Ils demandent pourquoi on n'initie pas les
Come
femmes
on,
alors qu'on dépend d'elles. Par exemple, quand quelque chose ne va pas, on dépend d'elles pour savoir.
Oui, ça fait partie des raisons pour lesquelles on n'initie pas toutes les femmes, parce qu'on se dit quand on va vouloir consulter, qu'il y ait une voix féminine qui puisse vraiment voir mieux que les hommes, mais également pour que ce soit de façon naturelle.
Du contrôle, si les femmes étaient dedans, c'était fini pour vous.
Non, c'est que la femme n'arrive pas à garder les secrets.
Huh?
Oui.
They say it's because women can't keep secrets. Yeah. But nowadays, no one keeps secrets worse than the men.
Si vous voulez, bien fait, ce n'est pas les petits secrets entre elles. Non, quand il s'agit des secrets même d'État, les femmes n'arrivent pas à garder.
Okay.
Et elles finissent toujours par dévoiler.
Okay, so they say women cannot keep big secrets. They cannot keep important secrets. At some point, it will come out. So that's why. But in order to have clarity, that's the reason why they always initiate one woman, so that at least they can have a different perspective, but they cannot initiate all of them.
Prenez deux hommes et échangez avec eux, dites-leur une vérité qui cadre avec leur femme. Et prenez deux femmes, dites-leur la même chose qui cadre avec leur mari. Vous verrez que les hommes, de façon stratégique, vont gérer Mais les femmes, c'est à partir du moment où tu les as dit là que papa, ça va commencer.
He said that if you take two men and you tell them something about their wife, and you take two women and tell them something about their husband, with the woman, by the time you've told them, they have already started talking about the issue and fixing the issue. With the men, they will keep it to themselves, but they will find ways
I'm dealing with it.
of dealing with it.
Ok.
Okay.
Ok.
Donc, au pas, Yalode. Tu peux avancer un peu. Tu peux avancer.
Agba Yalode, c'est la seule femme qui est autorisée à être dans le couvent.
Ok.
Et elle a sa partie où elle pour le couvent.
Les enfants peuvent aller.
Oui, ça dépend.
Là-bas et
Les
tout.
enfants hommes, les enfants garçons.
Ok. So this is the beginning of the river.
Les enfants garçons peuvent aller, mais par contre,
Agba
les enfants
Yalode.
femmes, non. Ok, on descend.
Alright now people, so we're about to go on the water. Ah, French there. Yeah. So this is the Black Sea unit. This is Black River. So we're about to go on the boat now to go Black River. So if push come to shove and the live cut anywhere, it's because the vlog cut anywhere is because we are up on the
Yeah?
no, we guys do a live.
Huh?
Non, viens.
T'es sérieux, hein?
Non. Non, vous ne faites pas.
On peut se mettre à deux ici? Rafa, you can come and sit here.
So one more so.
Au moins, il fait plus trop chaud. On dirait qu'il va pleuvoir sur nous. Hein?
C'est entre la nature, la culture et les réalités socio-culturelles de ce milieu. Nous sommes dans une grande zone marécageuse partagée entre deux pays, le Bénin et le Nigeria.
Okay, so this is between Benin and Nigeria.
Ah.
Yeah.
La grande partie se trouve du côté du Bénin.
Okay, the biggest part is on the Benin side.
Avec plus de 200 km de long, partagé entre 5 localités du Bénin.
Wow.
Adjara, cité des tambours, là où nous sommes en train d'étudier. Avrancourt, cité des palmeraies, là où nous sommes en train nous allons descendre tout à l'heure. Misrete, Ifanyi et Porto Novo. Il y a plusieurs branches navigables autour de ces différentes zones. Et
Because this side is the only one that's called Black River. Et quelles sont les autres localités?
Adjara,
So this one here is Adjara.
Avrancourt,
Then you have Avrancourt,
Ifanyi,
Ifanyi.
Misrete
The
et
names are
Porto
the
Novo.
same. And Port Novo.
Ouais.
Okay.
And the part in Benin is the hugest, is the largest.
Yes, the part in Benin. Celui du côté du Benin, c'est le plus gros, c'est ça?
Oui, c'est le plus gros.
Ok, 200 km.
200 km.
It's 200 kilometers long. C'est en longueur.
En
c'est ça?
longueur. Nous, on fait la largeur qui fait environ, par endroit, hein, nous faisons une partie de la largeur qui fait moins d'1 kilomètre, 900 mètres environ. Il y a des largeurs plus longues et des largeurs encore plus courtes. Alors, nous allons parler de la faune, nous allons parler de la flore dans ce milieu. Nous avons vu à Songhai comment de façon, ils font du recyclage, ils font de la transformation, comment ils utilisent chaque produit pour ne rien jeter. Ici, nous sommes dans un milieu où nous n'allons pas parler de jeter, mais nous allons parler de conservation de cette zone. la conservation dans le sang.
It's gonna rain. So
Oh, yes, that's
basically,
true.
we're gonna talk about how this river is used. Like in Songhai, we were talking about how nothing is thrown away, everything is recycled. So here we're gonna talk about how everything is also recycled, how everything is kept.
That's all bad.
Vous voyez?
Ooh, very long.
So that's from a drone.
Donc, ça c'est le couloir que nous allons pratiquer.
Okay,
Voilà.
so this is the bit we're gonna
Go through.
go through.
Voilà. Donc, c'est pour vous montrer que c'est une zone encore inhabitée et que nous travaillons pour que ce soit comme ça parce que ça va probablement être inscrit dans la zone des aires protégées.
And how deep is it?
Alors,
La profondeur, il demande.
je vais revenir sur la profondeur,
Ok,
pas maintenant. Il faut dire que de gauche à droite jusqu'à notre destination, nous aurons 7 types de palmiers que nous allons voir. Nous rencontrons 3 types de palmiers au Bénin. Les faux palmiers, les palmiers à huile et les palmiers raffia.
There's 3 types of palm trees in Benin. There's the fake palm.
That's which one? Fake palm?
This is raffia. Ça c'est les raffia.
Oui.
This is raffia one. I don't know how you say raffia in English. I might have to look. And then you have the palm trees.
So that one can you use or that one no good?
Qu'est-ce qu'on utilise? Qu'est-ce qu'on fait avec le raffia?
Le raffia, le fruit, ça n'a pas vraiment, le fruit n'a pas une utilité pour définir l'arbre, mais beaucoup plus c'est au niveau de la branche qui est plus utilisée. La branche est utilisée pour faire les tôles végétales, les toitures des paillotes des maisons. C'est utilisé pour faire les meubles en raffia. C'est utilisé pour faire, les fibres sont utilisées pour faire la vannerie.
Okay, so that one, they mainly use the leaves to do, like, you see like the seeds, oh no, you didn't get to see, you have sometimes some seeds.
Alors,
Same thing we use coconut leaf though.
Yeah.
les fruits sont également sont utilisés par les scouts sous forme de nœuds. C'est également utilisé par les praticiens ou dans la composition de certains mâles. On descend au niveau du tronc du raffia. Nous faisons l'extraction de la sève. L'extraction de la sève donne un vin qu'on appelle le vin de raffia qui est utilisé pour produire l'alcool local qu'on appelle sodabi.
Okay, so they use the tree as well to make palm wine. Which
she
is
make wine
also
as well.
used to make palm liquor, which we call sodabi.
Oh, that's good then if we use it to make
Donc,
palm
nous
wine.
allons voir tout à l'heure à la descente de l'autre côté comment on produit l'alcool sodabi de façon traditionnelle. Nous allons goûter au vin de palme.
Oh, nice.
Nous allons à l'alcool issu de ce même vin.
Okay, so we're gonna stop and see how they make
Palm wine?
yeah, and then we're going to try. Yeah, you see, like this. That's what they used to do.
Lemon touch.
So we're gonna see how they make the wine, and then how they also make the liqueur.
Voilà.
The fishes.
Oui.
Yeah, why them do them?
Parfois, après avoir consommé quelque chose, meurent. Au lieu de les jeter ou de les enlever, on les enlève, mais on les pique, on les met sur les piquets pour les sécher. Et parfois, les tradis praticiens, parfois les prêtres de phare et autres viennent chercher pour pouvoir faire des compositions.
Okay, so those are fishes who probably like ate something and got poisoned. So instead of throwing them away, they take them out and they pick them there to dry them. And then sometime, like for example, the spiritual man or whatever, they will come and take it up and use it to make like medicine or whatever.
Quand je prends les feuilles comme les algues, les nénuphars, c'est des plantes qui captent des déchets dans l'eau. Et à cause de ça, nos parents, ils sélectionnaient, il n'y avait pas de robinet, il n'y avait pas de forage également. Ils sélectionnaient des zones où ces plantes se retrouvent pour pouvoir prélever de l'eau, ensuite les mettre dans des jarres pour avoir de l'eau potable à boire.
Okay. So where you see that there is how you call it?
Algues, ces plantes.
Maras.
Yeah, Mara. So how we call them as well?
Seaweed.
Yeah, seaweed. Yeah, exactly what they seaweed or maras. Back in the days, because there weren't any tap water or whatever, people will go there and collect water from there because that purifies the water. So people will collect water from there and filter it, and then use it
For
as
drink or
purified
anything.
water. Yeah.
Okay, and why do they call it the Black River?
Alors, mis à part ça, il faut dire que nous avons des animaux également qu'on rencontre par ici. Nous avons par exemple dans la catégorie des oiseaux, nous avons les martins pêcheurs, nous avons les tourterelles, nous avons les hirondelles, nous avons les minans d'Afrique, les éperviers, nous avons l'oiseau qu'on appelle le jacana, en français oiseau Jésus. Les variétés d'oiseaux qu'on rencontre ici, sinon on a réussi à dénombrer jusqu'à 60 différents types d'espèces d'oiseaux.
Tiens. Quoi?
Ah.
Oh. Faut parler, ça me fait peur. On a dit un crocodile ici. Pas parler à moitié.
C'est bon. Au niveau des poissons dans l'eau, nous avons également des variétés de poissons ici. Nous avons les tilapias, comme on a vu de l'autre côté.
So there's tilapia in the water.
Nous avons les capes. Nous avons les silures. Oui, les silures qu'on appelle poisson-chat. On en a vu également de l'autre côté. Nous avons les languilles qu'on appelle poissons électriques.
Oh, there's eel. You know the electric one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Voilà.
So tilapia eel in there?
Yeah, tilapia, eel, and then catfish.
Alors, nous pouvons rencontrer les singes par ici.
Sometimes there's monkeys.
In the water or in the bush? In the bush.
Les crocodiles nains.
Les crocodiles nains?
Oui, c'est des crocodiles qui ne sont pas grands, qui sont 1 mètre au plus, 1 mètre, dans la fourchette de 1 mètre au plus, et qui se retrouvent plus dans les marécages.
Okay, so there's some crocodiles that are like
Small.
Yeah. How you call it?
Baby.
No, not baby, but small. They're just short in size.
Okay, short size one.
Yeah.
Voilà.
And then they're more in
The bush.
Nous avons
yeah.
moins de crocodiles dans cette zone ici, surtout au cours de notre traversée, parce qu'il y a plus de la présence humaine.
Okay, so there's less crocodile here because there's more humans that go
Underwater.
Yeah, so you see his hand is even in the
Let me
water.
see it one time.
So, il demande pourquoi est-ce qu'on appelle ça la rivière noire.
Alors, c'est appelé rivière noire déjà parce que c'est noir, mais pour l'explication, c'est à cause de la tour du fond de l'eau qui donne l'aspect noir à cette rivière. Mais lorsque nous n'avons pas inventé le nom, pour que la population locale, les collectivités viennent pour la traverser par ici, ils parlent de Tovio dans la langue d'ici qui veut dire l'eau noire.
Okay.
Et donc, étant donné que c'est une rivière qui coule, en français on a juste fait une traduction littérale de l'eau en rivière.
The mud under.
Vous pouvez observer le bidon jaune suspendu là.
Okay, so the mud and the black.
Là, jaune là.
Oui.
C'est l'extraction de la sève du raffia qui se fait comme ça.
Okay, so you see the yellow, the yellow thing that, no, not the leaf. There's a yellow box up a tree. Yeah, that's how they use to extract the yeah.
Wine.
Yeah.
Alors l'extraction du raffia coule de façon verticale. Donc vous n'avez pas besoin d'abattre le raffia pour pouvoir extraire sa sève. Donc le raffia de bouffe, vous pouvez extraire directement la sève. Et quand ça finit, l'arbre meurt. La profondeur de l'eau varie. Quand nous sommes proches des embarcadères, nous sommes à moins d'1 mètre de profondeur. Mais au fur et à mesure qu'on évolue, la profondeur également augmente. Et nous allons jusqu'à 6 mètres de profondeur par endroit.
Okay, so you can go up to 6 meters.
Deep.
Yeah,
So you can go meters or feet.
meters.
Alors, voilà, là,
Yeah.
le bidon noir, c'est l'extraction également qui se fait là.
Okay.
Comme ça se fait.
They're extracting
Wine.
they're extracting basically like the
That's it,
syrup,
gum.
like, yeah, the gum. So
Steen, je le sais. Bon. Non, mon daro le coupe non wa. Yo no là mon. Des non à d'autres tâches oui
what
là.
just jump?
Ah, c'est un poisson.
Ah, you see the fish jump?
Je parlais tout de suite de ça en disant que je n'ai plus jamais.
Je suis affiché à crocodile.
Et derrière moi, il saute.
He was just telling the guy that he hasn't seen a big fish in a long time. And at the same time, the fish jumps.
I'm going to say, see me here. To the wheat as well, to people purify the water back in the days. I can see look at them and I pick up wood.
I don't want any of the fish to jump in.
Take your phone. Okay,
La rivière est séparée?
Non.
Bonjour. Gonna make them and clean them out.
Hello.
Cassava tree. Cassava tree, Frenchie. Cassava tree. Can. That's the protest of people.
Donc, moi-même je suis mélangé maintenant.
D'accord. Première chose, il faut le vin de raisin.
Okay, so this is the palm wine that we need, but from the other palm tree.
Lorsqu'on le prend, il faut le laisser fermenter au bout de 7 jours.
Okay, so when they pick it, they have to leave it to ferment for 7 days.
Yes. Une fois que c'est bien fermenté, on le ramène dans ce dispositif de tonneau.
Okay, so once it's well fermented, they bring it here, which is, how would you call that? Yeah, so basically it's a pan. And then the pan is sealed with banana leaf. C'est ça, non? C'est les feuilles de banane qui sont là.
Non, c'est comme les tiges.
Les tiges de
Au
bananier.
niveau du tronc là, on fait la greffe de la
Okay.
peau.
Okay, so literally on the tree is the tree bark. So they do some leaves with the tree bark, and they use that and seal it. Okay.
Étant donné que c'est humide, lorsque ça commence par se chauffer, ça se colle.
Okay, so because it's humid, when it starts to heat up, it sticks together. So it seals
Everything.
the pan.
Là, il y aura plus de fuite de
This is what
gaz.
the steam I take out the water or the palm.
Hold on, make me finish there first.
Il y aura plus de fuite de gaz.
Oh, the gas.
De gaz, de vapeur.
Okay, so then there won't be any vapes coming out.
Donc, la
And it's
vapeur va prendre par l'acheminement de ce tuyau en cuivre.
Okay, so the steam goes through
pipe.
That pipe, which is in
Mais arrivé ici, il rencontre un milieu où il perd plus de temps dans l'eau parce que le cuve, le tuyau en cuve a un ressort.
Yeah, so the pipe is in bronze. So, qu'est-ce que ça fait quand ça arrive?
Il y a le ressort qui est à l'intérieur qui lui permet de perdre plus de temps dans l'eau.
Ok, un ressort.
Oui.
Un ressort du...
Pardon, passe-moi ça. C'est
Ça?
bon. En Yoruba, c'est Talo Pemi, mais sa traduction littérale en français, c'est qui m'appelle.
Then, okay, so it's Talopemi. But the French name, when you translate, c'est quand on traduit, non? When you translate it in French or in English, it says, who is calling me?
Ah! Parce que en Yoruba, quand on dit Talo Pemi, ça veut dire qui m'appelle.
Okay, in Yoruba, when you say Talopemi, it means who is calling me.
Alors, quand on l'appelle, il répond toujours présent.
So when you call it, it always answers. It's always present when you call it.
Alors, je vais le panier.
La
Okay, so we
Ça, c'est les greffes de la peau qu'on peut appeler encore fibres, mais qui ne sont pas minuscules. C'est des grandes fibres qui servent à tisser le panier. Et c'est cette tige-là qu'eux, ils utilisent pour pouvoir tisser le panier jusqu'à avoir un résultat des paniers que nous retrouvons dans le marché. On va
So this
s'asseoir
is what they use to
et
make
s'appliquer et
the
nous allons
basket
voir.
that we find in the markets and everything.
Là, regardez vos les deux hommes.
Gloria, ojalá.
Alors, elle passe un, elle saute un. Elle passe un, elle saute un. Et c'est comme ça qu'elle tisse jusqu'à la fin. Quelqu'un veut s'essayer?
Oui.
Alors, vous allez vous asseoir. Et
Tiens ça pour moi comme ça. Arrête de bailler.
oui, on
Ah, très bien, très bien. Ah, très bien. Non, sinon ça vibre. Viens, faut attraper ici. Ici. Et puis vérifier que ça fait. Donc,
tu passes une fois, tu sautes une fois. Et tu le ramènes complètement en bas pour que ce soit fini.
push it down, push it down, push it down.
Yeah.
Non, si ça finit, elle a d'autres outils.
il faut faire vite, vite.
Ni bleu, bleu, bleu. Ah, on dit ce qui t'arrange.
You know, run just fast, take time, boo. Yeah, man, you move fast and you know, select them right.
Yes,
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah, man, when you go right down.
Yeah, but he said I can do that after.
No, set out tighter. I don't want the bamboo cut you.
Well, that's what they told me.
You have soft hands.
On va dire,
Hein? C'est fini maintenant.
et Raba va faire aussi.
You want to try?
Oh, yeah.
Il va essayer aussi. Okay, so you started back. The sister, she had it, she bring it down after.
Oh, no, but you can wear them before you try down, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Alors, qui n'a pas bien tissé?
Lui, il n'a pas encore tissé.
Non, moi, c'est bien. Hein. Il y a pas beaucoup de choses dans ma vie.
Non, prends les deux ensemble.
Oh, you need to take the two of them together. These ones, yeah.
C'est le centre.
Oh, that's the center, so it secures it. Well, we can leave you here to make basket. On peut le laisser ici pour faire les paniers.
Ah.
Vous cherchez les travailleurs? Rafa, well, you know, she said if you stand, then she will keep you. If it's to work.
Il trouve un travail. American boy. Flat, no, flat.
No, I did both.
Oh, yeah, cause the long one I have a little no post, flat one
Yeah.
I
This is a show.
Hey, organic people, no fertilizer, nothing, you know. Look at the size of that. Ooh, big boy. Hey, look at that. These people. Duck, chicken, duck, common fowl, or that look like a mix with common and game here. That mix with common and game, duck. Yes, people, you know, we're out and about, we are here. We go on all our vibes and, you see me, I say, get some knowledge and some experience. What are you saying?
This is the lady who produced it, who make them.
Yeah, my mind tell me.
She was walking around where you go.
Ah, celebrity, famous lady. Ah, I see it. Her face on the bottle, famous, eh? Okay, so this is one bottle? So much percent is this?
40.
40. Before it was 70%, and master 70% too much, then chop it down to 40. Imagine the Jamaica rum with 100%, the drunk body, everybody afraid of. So, product of Benin. Cut, crocodile tail.
You want one more?
Especially because I carry 1 minute. I don't have to drink everything now. I can't carry one of my palm wine, the original.
Where? In England?
Yeah.
No, the fizz won't travel properly.
Oh. But
Because
then
it's
you
not
know.
a sealed bottle, it will blow on the plane.
And boss, that guy then go fix me a terrorist on the plane. Especially the luggage cargo the year.
He's making them.
Okay, I shall make you wine.
And you see how it works.
Everything in it. Ready?
Yeah.
We don't pay for it yet.
Oh, no, I'm not paying.
Oh no, I don't. You can't run out of the people in place you don't pay. And them protector.
Okay, yeah, it's 7,000.
I'm just on my peanut.
C'est là on appelle Yoko.
Yoho.
Et Yoko, c'est les assagnes, les hôtels portatifs des défunts qui se retrouvent à l'intérieur. Chez nous, quand quelqu'un meurt, on se dit il est mort, mais il est dans une autre vie. Donc, il faut que les frères et sœurs, on les regroupe ensemble pour pouvoir fonder une famille. Et c'est des cérémonies qui se font. C'est pas des cérémonies qui se font par an, ni par bande de 2 ans, c'est minimum 3 ans.
For the spirits. So all of the families, each family has one, and they believe that all dead people from the same family in the afterlife should meet together and then form another family again.
Okay, unite as a family
Reunite
again.
as a
Yeah, because they've done a
again.
family already.
And even if they come back, they will come back as a family. So each family has a little sanctuary.
To come back to.
And you do not move it, it doesn't go in town.
This
Anyone who moves it to town will die.
Hey!
Wow.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Oh.
The woman scream because basically the boat come like
My woman, why must scream so then?
They come like taxi for them.
Oh.
So, and if it's not full, it doesn't leave. So they make that scream to make them know that they're coming, and also to pull more people to make them know that they're going.
Okay.
So a while ago when they screamed, the boat driver brought that scream. The boat driver will know that.
Waiting on Frenchie. That's a good look.
The foot look like breast foot.
Hey! Hey!
Mais la barque même sera remplie d'eau déjà. Ça peut aller monter dans l'eau. Ça va pas.
I'm be Elliot, man.
C'est qui on appelle? Who are we calling?
Like, no see me have on slippers too. Right? Are you okay? Me neither.
Le constat est simple. Lorsqu'on descend de la rivière, on perd de vue les familles rapides et uniquement les familles arrivent de ce côté.
So you see at the bottom of the river, the palm trees with the raffia, they disappear, and there's only the trees with the
Not.
yeah.
Alors c'est uniquement des familles naturelles. Il n'y a pas de familles sélectionnées. En moyenne, ils peuvent vivre, ils peuvent rester debout pendant 90 ans. Sans qu'il y ait de problème.
Okay, so these are natural palm trees. They haven't been selected or planted.
Okay, let's grow
Yeah,
randomly.
they grow there so they can stay for at least 80 years.
Oh.
90?
Oui.
90 years.
That's why sometimes some have to climb some of the palm tree them.
Les familles sélectionnées, à 22 ans, c'est fini.
Okay, so the one that they're planting in 22 years, they can't use them again.
And the wild one stronger.
Yeah.
But that vehicle, how the vehicle get it? Well, they must have different routes. Them don't show net here, just line fishing them though.
Le fait de jeter des filets, ce qui fait que plus personne ne jette de filets.
Probably them for the net stock.
Okay,
Pour
so
nous,
they said the
souvent, quand
ancestors,
il y a
when
un
they used to
événement
throw the
qui se
line, they
reproduit,
wouldn't get any, I mean, throw the
Net.
they wouldn't get any
Fish.
fish.
pour
Ah,
nous
c'est
parler
line.
souvent, quand il y a un événement qui se reproduit, de façon répétée, on va consulter pour savoir et pour prendre les dispositions nécessaires. Donc, parmi les dispositions. Donc, tu vois par exemple le niveau d'enfant là, ça doit être 1,5 m, 2 mètres.
Oui, nage là.
Non, là où il
ok.
conduit là. Quand tu prends, tu vois. Camion.
Ah bon?
Et avion peut-être, mais avion c'est passé. Bon, les grands bateaux aussi. Sinon, si c'est les bacs motorisés, je le fais bien. Les minibus, oui.
Les minibus?
Oui. Les véhicules de roues, les tricycles aussi. Les moteurs à 3 roues quoi.
Well, let's say the catfish are cannibal in it.
Et les singes alors, ils sont où?
Ils ne sont pas en captivité, ils sont de façon naturelle, ils sont dans la nature. Donc c'est quand ils veulent que même ils se montrent. Donc on n'a pas encore un moyen de pression sur eux.
Mais tu n'as rien écouté alors? Enfin, tu comprends pas anglais, c'est vrai. Toi, tu es un peu villageois.
Ah.
Il y a des poubelles dans l'eau là-haut. Il est freiné fort là.
Remember, he wants to push me in the water.
Feel it a crocodile here.
Non, il n'y aura pas de crocodile ici. Plutôt des grands poissons.
He said no.
The people now here, when they scream, ah! The boat driver would know that we are come.
Moi, je pensais que vous étiez en train de bailler. Ah, des fois, on sait jamais, la fatigue. Ça se mesure pas.
See there, they then come out, go and look. I don't know if it's a dead one goat out there or something.
So he was saying that would be about, if it's empty, if it's just the land,
Yeah.
they haven't built on it, it will cost about 2 million here.
Ah.
But in the currency here.
Mm-hmm.
And then if it's more than that, then it will be about,
3.
no, between 5 and 6.
Okay. People, as you can see, rain catch out in the village, and as I said, the village, we have that boat come here. And the water having dwarf crocodile.
Oui, et qu'on y en raffia.
Oh, this is meant with the
palme.
seed of the
Les noix
palm
de
nut.
palme.
Oh,
De la musique, même là-bas, vous n'entendez pas ici.
what's that?
C'est une paillote en construction pour faire des escales. Mais c'est pas terminé.
Okay, it's just a cabin that they're building to do some stopover, but it's not done yet.
Ah.
Oui.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Ah, celui qui va se mettre au bout cette fois-ci? Oh, mais moi, il devait me mettre au bout pour faire mes photos.
Il va vous expliquer pourquoi le Bénin est en Afrique.
Vous pouvez alterner.
Pousse-toi. C'est moi qui dois me mettre pour faire mes photos.
Il va vous
De
expliquer
la Starmania.
d'abord.
Je ne veux pas expliquer tes explications. Toi, tu veux expliquer
Pourquoi
quoi?
le Bénin est en Afrique.
Et on va te dire que le Bénin n'est plus en Afrique.
They will consult to find out what happened, what's the problem. And apparently, when they consulted, they realized that throwing the net wasn't a good fit for them.
Ok, c'est d'un go line.
Oui, à l'aller parce que je dois beaucoup parler, on va moins vite. Et au retour, comme c'est beaucoup plus calme, on va plus vite.
So people, where we're at right now, this place known as the home of drumming. This is where they made the drums them. And you have two rival drum family who make drum. The biggest drum maker them just live across the road from each other. Imagine that. Live across the road from over there, so. And one there, so.
Et là, il va déposer ceci. Et il va prendre ceci. Ceci, ce serait cette fois-ci pour creuser, aller beaucoup plus au fond pour pouvoir enlever tout ce qu'il y a comme débris à l'intérieur. Alors, vous pouvez tenir voir, c'est le plus petit. Oh. Tu connais ce que c'est une forme de construction. Si on va devant ça, si je vois, je parle concrètement.
J'ai vu des gens qui ont fait de très belles photos devant l'entrée de la...
Oui. Une église à côté, puis vers le bourdon. Parce que selon eux, bourdon. Et quand vous venez au niveau de place bourdon, il y a certaines choses.
Attends, this one. So this is c'est un temple ou bien une place?
Une place bourdon, mais quand vous prenez une place bourdon, il y a toujours des temples. Au niveau des places bourdon. Et là, il y a plusieurs temples installés.
And over there, you have the mosque, and just behind, you have the church. Okay. So all of them live together. You can see comment on l'appelle déjà? Zangbeto. Non, pas les Zangbeto. Si, c'est les Zangbeto. Oui, you can see the Zangbeto over there inside. You can take off your thingy. Attends une seconde. Non, je prends pour rap. C'est pas des photos, c'est des vidéos qu'on fait. Bristan, tu sais déjà. Non.
Alors, je disais qu'il y a un espace dédié au public. Tout le monde peut venir jouer, s'amuser, faire les fêtes. Il y a toujours un marché qui se trouve à côté des places.
There's always a market close to it as well.
Il y a toujours le côté sacré des places.
There's always the sacred side.
Il y a un arbre sacré au niveau des places.
There's always a sacred tree.
Maintenant, une place c'est quoi que les manifestations vaudou?
Now, the voodoo place is to basically host any voodoo manifestations or any big ceremony or anything like that.
So do they use the voodoo to harm people?
Il demande si on utilise le voodoo pour faire du mal aux gens.
On utilise le vaudou. Est-ce que c'est réellement le vaudou qui fait du mal? Non. C'est l'utilisation des incantations.
Mais ça c'est quoi?
Ça c'est la première divinité qui avait trouvé un monstre à 9 têtes.
Un quoi?
Un monstre à 9 têtes.
Oh, so
ils ont eu peur.
the first people found it with the oxygen. Yeah, that's how they found it, and then they found it with a monster with a 9 têtes with 9 heads.
Ils ont fui, mais dans notre tradition, un chasseur qui rencontre un monstre ne peut pas fuir. Mais comme ils ne doivent pas fuir, ils sont allés consulter pour savoir quoi faire s'ils doivent retourner.
And consult the
Et on est
consult the divinities, and they told him that normally if they're meeting a monster, they're not supposed to run, and that one is a monster of goodwill.
Okay.
So,
Mais quand ils sont revenus, ils n'ont plus trouvé ce monstre-là.
but when they came back, the monster was gone.
Une termitière.
But they found how you call them, the ants?
The ants nest them.
The
dirt on them.
Yeah, the dirt ants.
Alors, quand ils ont trouvé la termitière, ils sont allés consulter à nouveau pour savoir, mais voilà le même bureau, on a le siège mondial du Zangbetok Pakliao. Le Zangbetok Pakliao, c'est le chef supérieur du Zangbetok, des Zangbetok.
This is the worldwide seat of the Zangbetok Pakliao. The Zangbetok Pakliao is the Zangbetok of the Zangbetok. It's basically the original Zangbetok.
Oh.
Vous pouvez expliquer rapidement ce que c'est qu'un Zangbetok pour que je le mire avec
l'histoire du Guatemala.
Ok.
Donc, il a rencontré, adoré cette termitière. Et aujourd'hui, pour rénover cette place, on a pris une architecture en forme de termitière, la termitière d'origine. Donc, la termitière d'origine est toujours là, une construction en dessus.
Okay, so j'ai du mal maintenant. In order to, ils sont allés consulter, et puis ils sont revenus, et puis qu'est-ce qui s'est passé?
Bon, ils sont allés consulter, ils sont revenus. Quand ils sont revenus, ils ont commencé par adorer la termitière. Parce que c'est une termitière, c'est une divinité qui s'est castrée, c'est un monstre qui s'est castré à l'intérieur.
Ok, on va s'arrêter là. So they went to consult and they came back. And when they came back and they told them that the divinity was good, the monster was good, the divinity was good, and that they were supposed to work with it, they started working with the divinity.
Okay.
Donc ça a permis aujourd'hui pour notre projet de rénover complètement, d'aménager complètement la place.
When they decided to renovate the whole place, so you see it's a whole place with different sanctuaries. So when they decided to renovate the whole place, they decided to build that monument, which is in the shape actually of the ant's nest.
Okay,
but the original ant's nest is still there under.
Okay.
So they didn't break it or anything, they left it there. They just built that one on top of it.
On top of it.
Yeah, so it's in a way of protecting it as well.
Alors ici, c'est la...
Ah, je suis venu.